Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Damian Downer, and welcome to our presentation on marine pollution and environment studies on the community of Salt River. Now, today I am joined by my fellow colleagues. We have here
Shannon Chase Smith.
Shania Campbell.
Marshall Stewart.
awesome. And what we will be looking at, so some of our objectives for today would include identifying the environment problem within Salt River, highlighting the severity of the problem impacting the community, relation of the problem to any of the three biodiversity law, any of the three, biodiversity loss, environmental pollution, destruction of ecosystem, solution to the problem, and also a conclusion.
Alright, so what really is the environmental problem? What will we be looking at? So the environmental problem we will be looking at is garbage pollution. So this is a picture that I actually took while I was driving in the area of Salt River, yeah? So we're seeing a lot of plastic. We're seeing some plastic bags, plastic bottles. I'm seeing wood right here. Wood, I'm seeing leaves. So this is like really a dumping site for the residents' garbage. So now I took other pictures within the community. So a picture right here is a faucet, a basin, a bathroom faucet and basin. Or you look at that. We're seeing a pile of rubble, like from tiling or construction. Also seeing some cardboard, some more plastic bottles within the community.
Improper dumping of garbage in the rural area of Salt River pose a significant risk to the ecosystem. It threatens the aquatic life, soil quality, and overall environmental health. The waste attract pests like rats, roaches, flies, causing ecological imbalance. Furthermore, harmful chemical launching from the waste may contaminate soil, affecting local agriculture. The improper disposal also spread disease vectors, poses risks to public health, as highlighted by the World Health Organization in 2021.
Now, relation of the problem to larger environmental challenges such as air, environment pollution, and disruption of the ecosystem include biodiversity, of course. Now, with environment pollution, so with the environmental pollution, we're going to take into to consideration the ecosystem, the wildlife, the agricultural aspect as well. Now, with the pollution of solid waste, it does pose a threat to the ecosystem. Now, with that, the animals that habit the area, such as dogs, cats, cows, goats, they're all in life-threatening danger if it's a case where they should consume the pollutants, which also force them to also migrate from their habitat to a different location, which disrupts the agricultural sector of this. Because in the area of Salt River, this area is also known to be near agricultural site. So as my colleague had mentioned earlier, it does include breeding pests such as rats, roaches, all of those pose a threat to the agricultural life.
And due to the disruption of the biodiversity, some small species, we're looking at goats and cows and stuff, but you have small species, you have bees, you have grasshopper. Their habitats are also going to be disrupted, and they all have a role within the, what do you call that? The food chain, right, the food chain. So that's going to be disrupted right there. Their functioning, their roles that they're going to play is all going to be disrupted, and that's going to affect the environment.
Also, air pollution is another factor there. With the solid waste there, it does release a stench to the air that affects neighboring communities, also persons living in the area or around the area as well. So it's kind of hard, and persons with asthma and other life-threatening sickness can be affected by this as well. Now, with the process of the ecosystem that we had mentioned earlier, we did mention that the land is habitat by many different animals and creatures, and with the pollutants there, it forced them to move away from this waste, which disrupts the entire ecosystem. Now, we're going to take a look at some solutions that we have came up for the problem, one of which is for the NSWMA, which is the National Solid Waste Management Authority, to do a cleanup of the area. Now, we do know that the NSWMA is in charge of the garbage trucks that visit the community, which they visit the community of Salt River twice per week. We implement that they visit the community even a little bit more additional day, and then do an extended cleanup of the community. They can involve community members, because I'm not 100% sure that persons in the community will contribute to the cleanup as well, and they do a full cleanup of the community.
Alright, so our second solution, this solution is the base of what we really want to be instituted. I feel like ignorance is sometimes the root of our problems. When we don't know what to do, we do whatever we want to do. So the people within the area of Southborough may want to be educated on how they can actually properly dispose their garbage. The NSWA would be encouraged to create a campaign. This campaign would include the passing of pamphlets, maybe a seminar at the community center. This seminar would include just educating the citizens on different methods to dispose their garbage, on even composting as well, right? So when you look back on the pictures, we saw a lot of leaves and garbage and food waste. So we could they could really look into that in the seminar.
Now, our final solution, or one of the other points that we have thought about, is for the NSWMA to implement industrial garbage bin. Now, we all know the saying, reduce, reuse, recycle. Now, this process would include persons to indulge in the fact of getting a large industrial garbage bin within the community. We have done extensive research to see that other communities have had this, and it has worked out superb for them. This provides a large area by putting it in a specific area within the community that is accessible by all the persons in the community, where you can put your garbage together. Also, we're going to take a look at how the bin will look. We can get multiple bins within the community to show, okay, one for plastics, one for solid waste, to give the chance for persons to take part in the recycling process.
Yes, and this bin could be segregated to an area where at the back of the community, right? Yeah, so the rodents, the roaches would not be near anyone's houses or pose a risk to their health.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, in conclusion, the environmental problem within the Salt River is garbage pollution. And through the slides, and again, my colleagues talking about it, you can see how the garbage pollution is affecting the community of Salt River, causing all sorts of problems, health related and just messing up the ecosystem itself. The problem is severe because multiple sites of garbage is seen throughout the community. Residents or people are complaining about the stench. Again, garbage pollution will have a lot of negative impacts, and again, living in a situation like this, again, just like it says, the stench, so which are also affected by that. Consequences of the problem include adverse effects on the soil quality and overall environmental health, contamination of agricultural soil, and attraction of roaches, rats, and flies. And again, nobody would really want to have pests around them, affecting them, because again, it can also affect the health and just bring all sorts of other problems. Garbage pollution affects air, land, and disrupts the ecosystem and natural functioning, because again, the ecosystem is very important, and a situation like garbage pollution messes up that. Solutions include policy implemented by NSWMA to have a cleanup at least twice a week, a campaign for education and industrial bins.
And this brings us to the conclusion, or to the end of our presentation. Here are some references that we have here, giving you some sites of where you can get additional details on what we have mentioned today. And we do hope that you guys take into consideration all that we have presented today, not only to implement in your own community,